hit someone with their car. The victim's head went straight through the front windshield. But the woman acted as if nothing had happened. She drove all the way home with the man still lodged in her windshield and parked in her garage. Then, as if everything was perfectly normal, she turned off the engine, grabbed her purse, got out of the car, and went inside, leaving the barely breathing man to die where he was. The next day, the woman had a huge bump on her head and was wearing mismatched shoes. Looking dazed and confused, she prepared to go to work, but as soon as she got in her car, she let out a startled cry.
The list! You forgot the list.
You'd think she had finally noticed the men beside her, but she had only just remembered that she forgot to grab some documents. After going back inside to get her papers, the woman calmly got back in her car and drove to work, completely ignoring the fact that there was still a man impaled on her windshield. By sheer coincidence, it happened to be Halloween. People were dressed up in all sorts of bizarre costumes, and cars were decorated with scary props. So when people saw the woman driving around with a man stuck in her windshield, they assumed it was just a Halloween decoration. Some even shouted that it was so cool. But then the man's leg suddenly moved. It was clearly a real, living person. Passers-by immediately called 911. However, the operator wasn't particularly concerned after hearing the report. Every Halloween, the emergency center receives dozens of similar calls that turn out to be pranks. This year was no exception. They'd already received dozens of false alarms, so the operator didn't take